Welcome guys to the last episode of Season 1 of the Crystal Palace Career Mode series. We've got 4 games left to play and then we're going to do some end of season awards. First one is Arsenal, then we've got Everton, Cardiff and Bournemouth, who are very close to us in the table actually, which I'm going to show you now. And so they are in 9th and they're only a point behind us, so it's very tight. I mean, we could potentially drop down to 10th if we don't do well in this episode. But otherwise we could potentially get, I mean, the best outcome would be Champions League. Although I don't think this squad's ready for that. We haven't got the squad depth. I think Europa League would be good. I think that's the aim we'd like to get. But obviously in our ways, 4 teams. First one's Arsenal. And let's get into the game. So as we head into our first game against Arsenal, they're so far mid-table, not had a very good season, not going to get any European football at all, which for them as themselves is actually quite disappointing. But the reason I'm talking is because the main match for this weekend is a game against Huddersfield versus Watford. Huddersfield are bottom, Watford are in 18th. That is a massive 6 points. Whoever wins that is going to help themselves towards safety. Whoever loses it is, doomed for relegation. They just are. They can't. Neither club can afford to lose it. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens between those two. And obviously, I'll show you the outcome after this game. But like I said, our game is going to be a good one. We've got Arsenal. I think it's probably time to get into the game. Down to Van Aanholt. Lovely. In for, well, that's Townsend. Monreal's won the header though, out for a corner. It's sort of around the near post. Van Aanholt's there. He's won the header. And it's just gone wide. Hugo Malo down on the line. Lacazette around the corner to Ozil. It's going to take 2 men to try and get to you. Sacco, oh, it's taken a massive deflection to Lichtsteiner. Fancy little flick from him. Xhaka, edge of the box to Ramsey, whose shot I thought was going to hit the back of the net. We have a corner though, a rare attack from us because it's normally been Arsenal. Martinez has won the header, but Leno's kept it out. Stacks of space for him. Over to Derrida, first time ball through for Zaha. This is lovely. Zaha going to keep going with it, have a shot as well. Oh, and it's just gone wide. To Townsend, Maya, Milojevic, again in the middle to Derrida. Free for Zaha. Malo's left his post, Zaha. Oh, that's a pants shot. What is Leno doing there though? He's parried the ball straight back into the danger zone, and Zaha gets a second bite at the cherry, and it's 1-0. Just one other thing I just want to show you, because I reckon some people will be going, well, Leno definitely got some sliders there. So I just want to end the celebrations there, and I just want to genuinely show you that I haven't changed. There you go, his goalkeeping ability, so 50. So that was a genuine mistake from Leno. I'm not sure what he's doing there. I'll have a look at it again. Malo left his post. Zaha was a free man. Maybe it was a good save from Leno. But then again, he should have put a stronger hand to it, really. Zaha was quickest to react, and there we go. Derrida. Over to Townsend. Lovely. Martinez. Can he get away from his man? He's been tripped. What? How is that not a penalty? I want to see this again, actually. It was about to shoot. Hang on. So Martinez is here. I'm just about to shoot. He's lucky enough to get the deflection. Monreal's tripped. How is that not a... That is a stone wall penalty. Just watch that again. I'll zoom in on this next time. He's about to strike it. That's a penalty. How is that not a penalty? And we're now potentially on the counter. Over to Townsend. Lovely. I see you on the far side there. They're going to keep going with Townsend. Oh, tried to bend that as well. Gets blocked. Mkhitaryan. Down the width, gets the ball in. That's a good ball. Schindler's there to clear it, and as far as Xhaka though, gets in again. Schindler doesn't do a very good clearance this time. Oh, jeez, that could have pinballed anywhere then. Oh, this is nice play from Arsenal. Lacazette now can't get a foot in there. Xhaka now edge of the box, over to Lichtsteiner, back to Hugo Mayo. Gets a cross in. Lacazette's there. It's not been cleared yet. Xhaka edge of the box to Ramsey, and Guaita comes in there to pinch the ball. Wan-Bissaka down the line to Townsend. Okay, Monreal's won the ball back. Welbeck. That's the end of the game. So even though Arsenal were pushing and pushing, they couldn't get an equaliser, and we've won the game. Precious 3 points against Arsenal away from home. So that win against Arsenal brings us up to 5th. Obviously Liverpool got a game in hand, but if you look at the scores and fixtures on the right hand side, Huddersfield lost to Watford. So even though Huddersfield have done brilliantly to try and make sure they stay in the Premier League, it's just not going to happen for them now. They are 7 points off Newcastle with 9 points available. I just can't see them doing it. So unfortunately Huddersfield, I'm going to say now, are confirmed the first team to get relegated. Heading into the second game of this last episode, and it is a cracking one. This one has got, well, this one determines who's going to get European football. It really does. I mean, if Everton win, they have a good chance of getting Champions League football. If we win, we have a good chance of challenging for it. Right now, if we were to win this game, we'd be on the same level of points as Man City, who are in 4th. As you can see, perfect timing. Goal difference, you can see, is significantly worse than theirs, so we wouldn't get in. Whereas Everton, they've got an extra point, so if they were to win this game, they'd go above City on points, so they'd get in back into the top 4, whereas we'd just be 5th. But obviously, we'd have a great chance of getting Champions League football with 2 games left to play. Martinez to Derrida. Switching that over to Van Aanholt. Get that on your left foot, have a strike. Oh, that was a powerful one, but great save. Penalty. Thank you, ref. Oh yes, Townsend just nips it in front of Delph then, and we've gotten ourselves a precious penalty. We didn't get one in the Arsenal game, even though it was a stonewall one, but we've got one this time. We've got to dispatch it. This is just a late challenge from Delph, and he takes down Townsend. Right, it's Milivojevic. He's the penalty taker in real life. He's taking this one for me. Gonna go right. Don't say this, Pickford. Oh, of course he does. Of course he does. Sigurdsson to Cenk Tosun. Back to Sigurdsson. Down the line to Bernard. This is Everton's first proper attack, and they're doing well of it. Cross it over to Walcott. Oh my God! This is the first proper attack, and they've gone and scored. We should be 1-0. Oh. That's the end of the first half, so not the greatest end to it. We were on top, we've been dominating Everton, the ball's been in the final third for the majority of the first half, yet they go and score on their first attack, and we've missed a penalty. I mean, oh dear. I mean, that says it all really. Look at that, we've had 64% possession. They've had 2 shots, but the one that's counted for them really was the one that's gone in the back of the goal. Come on, Palace. This has been a poor display from us, haven't really done anything. Oh, Bernard's skipped past Wan-Bissaka. Sacco with an impressive clearance, only as far as Schneiderlin. Garner hits it on the volley. Can we get that back to him? Lovely. And now he's in the space Delph has left. But Delph has quickly caught him, so we've had to play it back to Milivojevic. Back to Townsend. Lovely. Keep going, Townsend. Come on, keep going. You've got this, Townsend. Hit that across the goal. There we go. Pickford spilt. Zaha's there. Oh, and John Joe Kenny's done brilliantly. Cenk Tosun edge of the box now. Sacco goes to close, gets a foot in. He seemed to have fouled him though, apparently, according to the ref. Sigurdsson has a great chance. I think he's going to put this in the back of the net as well. Yeah. Oh no, he's hit the crossbar. Honestly, I thought as soon as it went over the wall, I thought that was going in the back of the goal. Wan-Bissaka now picking up the ball. Lovely. Drops his shoulder, beats his man. Antonio down the line. Come on for Townsend. Can he get a ball in? That's good. That's a great ball to Martinez. And there's the equaliser. Oh my God. In added time as well. Just when we needed it. Fresh legs down the line. And that's a great ball to Martinez. I thought he was going to hit it first time. Didn't think he was going to take a touch. But I don't care. 1-0. We've rescued a point. That first touch actually took Pickford out of the game. That is shocking goalkeeping again. And that's the end of the game, so we've done brilliantly to claw back a point. And, you know, the game ended 1-1 in the end, a point apiece. Our hopes of Champions League is still alive, but it's going to be tough. But like I said at the start of the episode, I'm happy with Europa League, and that is still on track. Into the penultimate game, we've got 1 game after this, but this one's going to be a very, very tough one. If they win this game, they come out of the bottom 3, so this is a massive game for them. They need to win this, and of course we need to win it if we want to keep up and hopefully get some European football at the end of the season, which would be incredible. Regarding changes for my team, I've made a couple just because of tired legs, and obviously I want to make sure we win this game and give some players some opportunities. So Moore comes in for a rare start. I think it's only his 2nd start in the Premier League since I signed him in January. Ward at right back, and then it's Antonio at right wing. Otherwise it's the normal team that you know. First corner of the game goes to Cardiff. They've whipped this one in. Cunningham's got on head to it. Oh, that was dipping, just not towards goal, fortunately for us. In the middle to Derrida. Can we get that back to him? No, we're not going to cut it back inside. To Milivojevic. He seems to be fine in the end. That's a lovely one touch for... There we go. Myers through. What am I on about? One touch. It doesn't matter. We were very fortunate then. Heavy touch from the defender. And we got through. Meyer benefited from it. And 1-0. Milivojevic. Through for Martinez, through for Zaha, 2-0, lovely. We worked that so nicely. The 1 goal's gone in, and now the floodgates have opened. The mistakes are coming all over the show now for Cardiff. You can see we've already won the ball back from the kicking off, and I feel like it's going to be a bit of a bloodbath now. Martinez through for Antonio. Across the ground, Zaha didn't read it careful enough. Milivojevic, long shot now. Takes a deflection out for the corner. No, it didn't. Arter. Mendes-Lang to Bobby Reed. Back to Arter. In the middle to Ward now. Has the shot. That's a cracking shot as well. I think that's from Bobby Reed. Good save from Guaita. Cross comes in. Guaita, you're going to claim that, aren't you? He's punched it. Why has he done that? Edge of the box, Arter. Oh, Bobby Reed's there on his own, and he's just hit it in. Oh, you know, sometimes when players like that just have the time to turn and shoot, it's going to end up in a goal. I mean, now Cardiff have a lifeline. Meyer. Antonio's left it for his legs brilliantly. Can we get that back to Meyer? That's a great bit of play. Oh, but we can't get it in the goal. I mean, that was a great... I think it was a towboat from Meyer. But that was a great interplay between Meyer and Antonio then. And unfortunately, we couldn't get our 2-goal lead back. Spreads it over to Medine. Saka wins the header. Oh, we've been tackled on the edge of the box. Can't lose the ball there, Meyer. Arter now. Through for Bobby Reed. Great save from Guaita. To Zaha now. Great from Zaha. No one's there though. Shocking cross. And that's the end of the game. So luckily we held on to the win. Only a 2-1. I wouldn't say that was comfortable at all. But I don't care. It's the 3 points. It keeps our European hopes alive. And unfortunately for Cardiff, they're going to get relegated now. We are now heading into the final game of Season 1. It's been an incredible season so far. First half of it was a bit disappointing. January signings came in and we've completely transformed our season. We're now in with a chance of European football, but in our way is Bournemouth. All we have to do, get the 3 points and we have gotten European football. Could potentially, as you see from the table, be either Champions League or Europa League. I will keep you informed of how Man City do when it comes to half time. Otherwise, we need to just concentrate on the job at hand we need to do, which is win this. And like I said, European football, brilliant. Can't believe we're in this. Definitely going to get some sort of it, so either Champions League or Europa League. Don't know what's going on with the camera right there, but personally I think we'd be better off getting Europa League football, just because I don't think we've got enough club depth, or squad depth as I should say, for it. Regarding changes to my side, the only noticeable one is Speroni. He's retiring, so I've got to play him in this last game. Even though it's quite a vital one against Bournemouth, he's got to play. So he is leading the line at the back. He's going to end the game and end his career. It's been a big one. He's been at, Crystal Palace for so many years, so it'll be a shame to see him go, but everyone retires at the end of the day. Regarding the Bournemouth side, they've got a very strong side, as you can see. They've made a couple of signings. Jordan Lukaku at left mid, and then Santimina up front. So it's a strong side from Bournemouth. Lewis Cook again. King. Over to Santimina. Oh no, King's done a great run on the outside of him. And Bournemouth have struck first, 1-0 to them. This is not going to plan so far. This is great play from King. I got drawn in with Saka. I should have left him. I should have gone to Schindler instead. Poor defending from my side, but when you've got the space at the time like that, King is going to punish you. Through for Zaha, who's taking that in his stride as well. He's going to cut inside. Play that over to Townsend. Hit that one on your right foot. Oh, it's a good shot. King again. Stanislas crosses that one in. Wan-Bissaka's there. Schindler clears that one. Martinez, lovely from him down the line to Townsend. Right, he's got 2 coming up on him though. He's going to keep going. Slip that through for Martinez. Go on, keep going Martinez. Hit this one in the back of the net. There's the goal. There's the equaliser, and it was of course going to be Martinez to get the goal. It's cleared up the pitch by Stanislas over to King, who can't win the header. That's the end of the first half, so it's been a very eventful first half. A goal each for both sides. This game is definitely not over. We can't afford to lose it. Regarding other results that are at half-time, where's the Man City game? Man City are drawing 0-0 with Brighton. Who else have we got? Wolves are drawing with Liverpool. United, where's Manchester United? They're beating Cardiff, obviously. Everton are losing to Spurs, so Everton are definitely not winning that game. It's probably out of their grasp already, 2-0 to Spurs there. We need to be careful because obviously we've got teams there who can potentially win the games and go above us, and that could potentially drop us out of Europa League. Just need to get the win now. Great header then. Only as far as the edge of the box. Lerma now over to Stanislas. Lerma now, edge of the box now to Lewis Cook. Back to Lerma, has the shot. Save from Speroni. Not out of danger just yet though. Lukaku misses. Lewis Cook, great intercept, great pressure from Martinez then. MacArthur. Oh, again great pressure from Bournemouth then. Sacco. That's a poor ball. That's the end of the game. So are we celebrating? I think by the crowd's reaction. I think from the reaction we got in Europa League football. I'm not too sure. I think Bournemouth have missed out on it, unfortunately. I mean, I can't see my players celebrating much, so I'm not too sure. Oh no, Speroni was just consoling him then. I don't know. Okay, we've got to see how the other results went. And there we have it, guys. That draw against Bournemouth secured Europa League football for us. I can't believe it. I mean, the mad thing is, if we actually went on, got another goal and beat Bournemouth, because Man City lost that away to Brighton, we'd have been in Champions League football. That is absolutely mental. I couldn't imagine us being in Champions League football. I mean, it's unthinkable for me, but it doesn't matter. We've somehow turned around our season and we've gotten Europa League. That is a massive boost for us in this club. That means we're going to get in better players in the summer, and it means we've got European football to fight for now, which is going to be exciting. So regarding other things, is obviously this is now the end of the season. We're now going to have a look at a couple other things, how other clubs have done, who's gone up, down, and then we'll do some about how the club's gone, you know, player of the season, that sort of stuff. Obviously golden boot's gone to Hazard. Zaha gave him a good fight for it, but he couldn't do it in the end. So Zaha got 17. We also got Martinez down in 13th. 17 games, 10 goals. Imagine what he's going to be like next season throughout the whole of it. He's probably going to be up there with Hazard. So you know, probably going to be top goal scorer if he keeps scoring at the rate he was there. Anybody else up there for Palace? Nope. So just those two players for us there. Assists wise, our top. The person who's got the most assists for us was Derrida, who was signed in January as well. So that's mad. And he only played 16 matches. Sane was on top of that though with 12. Pickford got the most clean sheets. Guaita's up there with 8. Obviously we kept switching him out for Hennessy at the start of the season, so no real shocks there why he's not number 1. Like I obviously said a second ago, Hazard there, he gets the golden boots. Goalkeeper of the tournament is Pickford. Okay, player of the competition is also Hazard. Obviously he got golden boots, so no shock there. The team of the competition, Pickford in goal, then Johnny Ake Sacco. Oh, he's in there, nice. Milojevic as well, Townsend and Zaha. Wow, that's incredible. I don't understand how Derrida or, in my opinion, Martinez isn't there. 4 players in the team of the competition and we finished 5th. That is not bad at all. So, Championship we're going to have a look at first. Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa are the teams to join us. Otherwise it's between Derby, Stoke, Swansea and Leeds to come up. Regarding the teams that got relegated from the Championship are obviously Millwall, Reading and Bolton. League One, Portsmouth, Charlton are coming up, and then you've obviously got Scunthorpe, Oxford, Barnsley and Plymouth. So Sunderland missed out. Wow, that's a bit of a shock. Relegated wise, it's Gillingham, Wimbledon, Shrewsbury and Walsall, who looks like they just missed out on goal difference really. Actually, yeah, no goal difference. Oh, that's such a shame for them. And then from League 2 we have Northampton, Mansfield Town, MK Dons, and then it's between Notts County, Bury, Exeter and Lincoln. League 1 wise, it's probably PSG. Yeah, PSG got it there. Let's have a look. Who else? Bundesliga. Bayer Leverkusen won it, and Dortmund and Schalke were really close behind them, and Bayern. Wow, that seems like it was a close season there. They've actually got, in my bad, they've actually got another game to play, so it's still up for grabs in that league. Serie A still has 2 games to go, but as it looks like it's going to be between Juventus and Roma for the title. That's very close, tighter than it's been in previous years in real life. What else do we want to have a look at? Let's have a look at the Spanish league. Who's won this one? They've got 1 game to play. Barcelona have won it. There's not much surprise there. Real Madrid were close behind them. Obviously, if it's not, you know, Real Madrid have won it, it's obviously Barca who have, and then obviously whoever's won it, the other teams come second. And then Villarreal, and it's looking like Atletico Madrid are going to be the clubs to join them in the Champions League as well. I think that's about it. I don't think there's any other leagues I need to show you. No, that's about it. So wow, yeah, that's it. That's interesting. Oh, actually, we need to show the Europa League and the Champions League. So I'm going to start you off with the FA Cup, and this is absolutely mental. Stoke have won it, and they could potentially be joining us in the Premier League. Obviously, they're one of the teams that has gotten in the promotion playoff spot, so I'm not sure until obviously season 2 starts. But if they haven't, I mean, by winning the FA Cup, what my point is, they've got in Europa League football. So they've knocked out Wolves. Wolves now no longer have Europa League football. So it's us, Manchester United and Stoke in the Europa League now. I mean, imagine if we were in 7th and that happened to us and we got knocked out. That would have been so bad. I mean, I'd have been so angry and annoyed. But I mean, well done Stoke. But how have Spurs not won that one, in my opinion? Regarding the Champions League winner, it was Atletico Madrid. They beat Manchester United 1-0 in the final. I'm happy with that. Obviously, as you know, I'm a Liverpool supporter, so I'm happy United didn't win. And unfortunately, on that, Liverpool haven't won the Europa League. Schalke won it on penalties 4-3. And that is it regarding showing who's won everything. So probably time to now go through my squad, the season awards, and yeah, looking to end this and plough on to season 2. Starting the awards off for this season is going to be the player of the season. Now we have got quite a few contenders. Obviously we signed Martinez in January and he was just sublime. I mean, he scored bags of goals for us, as you all know. Derrida also was brilliant for us in midfield as well. Sacco was also very, very good at centre back. Van Aanholt was solid at left back. Wan-Bissaka at right back. I mean, the list could go on really. I mean, it was particularly the second half, but as it is the player of the season, it counts for the whole season. There was one player who, even though we were not doing very well in the first half, he kept scoring, kept going. Even though he did have a bit of a period where he couldn't get a goal to save his life. Obviously, we all know who I'm talking about. He got them in the end. It is, of course, Wilfried Zaha. He is the player of the season. He's incredible. I'm sure he's won it in real life last year for Palace, but he's won it for us in this career mode because he was just sublime. Signing of the season, I normally don't do this, but it's just a quick award. It's going straight to Martinez. Straight away made an impact in January, and all of you guys have watched my episode, so you know how much of an impact he has made. Regarding the Young Player of the Year award, there's only one player who is going to win it, and obviously he's a first team starter in our squad. It is, of course, Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back. Great right back in real life for Palace, and he's been really good for us in our career mode as well. So well done, he's won the Young Player of the Year award. The last award now is, of course, my Man of the Match award. So after every game I make a tally of who's won the Man of the Match, and at the end of the season we see who's got the most. He's already won one award, it's Player of the Season. Wilfried Zaha, he's been absolutely amazing for us, and he's got the most Man of the Match awards as well, so he's had a great season. That is about it. I don't think I need to cover any other basis. I think I've covered all the leagues, I've covered all my squad. Obviously got some players coming in. I think that's about it from me. So cheers guys for this episode. Please slam that like button if you have enjoyed not only this episode but the whole of season 1. It's been a great episode. We finished up in 5th, which is brilliant. Europa League football to look forward to. I can't say any more. So yeah, cheers guys. Hope you all have a good one, and I'll see you for the next one, season 2 of my Crystal Palace career mode. I can't wait. I'm so happy we've got onto it. And yeah guys, that's it from me. See ya.